Hey, welcome everybody. The final race of the regular season OP Super Speedway Key Realty Series. This is your broadcaster of MaxspeedTV, the crazy one and only Bobby Johnson. You have no clue what I'm going to say for 1 minute to the next. Anyway, it's a great time to be here. Last race of the season. You guys go get something to drink, do whatever you want to do, something to eat, get your butts back in here and get ready because these guys are going to have a heck of a good race tonight. We got some of them that's trying to hold their position to make the top 10 for the playoffs, and we got some that's trying to disappoint the ones that are in there and try to make it themselves. So this is going to be a no-holds-barred run right here, the last shot, the last dash for the cash. So anyway, stick around, get into the national anthem here, we'll get back, we're going to get things rolling.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran past, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
All right, we are back live once again, getting ready for the final race of the season right here before we get into the fine, wonderful playoff. Everybody get on YouTube, get out there in the chatville, talk to me a little bit. Let's get into this race and have a little bit of fun. Keep me awake tonight, will ya? These guys, like I said, we are at the 2008 Daytona. What's that? Well, that's simple. That means it's rough as cob, as my dad used to say. It's a very rough track. Nothing changes, though. 66 degrees, track temperature's up to about 115. Might be just a little bit greasy. Looking at about 100 wonderful laps right here, roughly. Tire window, doesn't really matter. Your fuel window, the pit strategies always come into play. 15 to 17 on the fuel. Some's going to pit early, some's going to pit late. You know how that goes. Basically, you need to have friends. Friends is what we need out here. That's what you need to work your way up. And don't forget, we're going to always have the big one in the back of the mind. These guys get one fast repair. That is all they get. Got to take care of your ride. See what happens. Be there at the end. Friends will be friends, patience, and all that shit. But you know what? It's all going to go out the window at the end of this race. There's no patience. There's no friends. There's nothing like that. Get some of these cats out here and see what's going to happen on some qualifying times. Everybody's heading on out to the track. Take a look. Here comes the man of the hour, last week's winner, Hunter Reynolds, back in the COVID ride. That's what we're going to want to see. Anyway, time to get rid of the background music and let's get a little bit of engine noise up into this broadcast. Hunter Reynolds, like I said, he won last week. Had a few incidents up there in the front with a few cats, and he came out unscathed and went for the win. Some of these guys are gonna qualify. Some of them's gonna want to be up front and try to miss the biggin. And some of them's gonna probably lay back into the back here and just play the little sneaky snake, if you will. That's what you want to call it. And work their way up, charge up to the front here towards the last bit. Let's stick with Mr. Reynolds right here, 26. See where he's going to pop out on a qualifying run, his first one. Right now, though, as usual, no surprise whatsoever. Mr. Randall Cobb right here. Looking pretty good. Just got knocked off. As I recheck my stuff. Oh, yeah. He got knocked off a little bit. Joshua Milam. So far, wow, 50.621. And, of course, Mark Mann sitting right there in the second position. Just a blink of an eye in the second spot. Like I said, some of these cats, they're going to qualify. Some of them's not going to qualify. Some's going to go around with their fingers crossed, their knees crossed, legs crossed, butt cheeks crossed, anything else you can cross because they want to stay out of trouble. And some of these guys are waiting and patiently trying to get in to these top 10 into the points. Now, unfortunately, due to my screw up, you're not going to get your top 10 tonight due to the fact I had technical difficulties. But nevertheless, I can tell you, Mark Mann is still the man, and he is still leading this championship, getting ready to go into the final racing. Anybody out there wants to tell me who they're rooting for? Give me a scream, give me a holler. Let me know who you're talking to. Let me know what you're thinking about. I'm kind of curious to see who's going to pick the winner here tonight. Got about a minute left in qualifying. And there is the 32, Mr. Westerfield. Bringing it on in. Setting in 10th right now. Not too shabby for him. That's another guy that always runs well, but seems to have the worst luck in the world. Speaking of worst luck in the world, that's going to be your Tic-Tac Duvendak. Hopefully he can turn things around a little bit. He said he's wearing the MaxspeedTV silicone wristband tonight to change his luck around. And I hope he does. And if it doesn't change it around, I could be in a world of hurt because he's only about 2 hours from my house. He might come up and try to slap me up a little bit. Nevertheless, qualifying is over. Get into the starting grid. So basically, you guys, you've got about 2 minutes to get your pop, get something to drink, get your butts back in here and sit down and watch this race with us. Chat with me on YouTube. We're going to have a good time tonight. Always have a good time. Especially Max Speed Key Realty. Once again, definitely want to thank Max Speed. Want to thank everybody out there, especially for picking me to broadcast for them. Certainly appreciate their trust that they're giving in this crazy nut, right? Nevertheless, I will have to go ahead and tell you, this is the last race of the regular season right here. We will be getting in our off-season. That's exactly what we're looking for, too. We want to get into some championship stuff. Knocking people out. That's what we want to see. Come on, grid. Should start moving here in just a second, and when they do, I can do my thing. Ha! 26, Hunter Reynolds comes out on the pole, and he was the winner of last week's run. Along beside him is Randall Cobb in the 52. Josh Milam bringing into the third row there. 60. Chris McCullough. Row number 4, 65, Shane Posey. And at number 32, along beside him, Jim Westerfield. Make this sound a little professional here, huh? Good now with this noise. Put a little music behind my voice. Row 5, 940, Tyler Miller. Along beside him at 62, Les Levy. Actually said that right for once. Row number 6 to 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. The 47 of Richard Kuhn beside him. Row number 10. 31 of Ron Pialta. 87 beside him of Rick Mitchell Jr. Row number 11, Mark Vega in the 18. Along beside him, driving to 72, Sean Stevens. Row 13, 03, Ken McCullough. Along beside him, Jamie Dress-Up Jessup. Row number 14, Alex Green in the number 15 car. Along beside him in the 14 car will be Dustin Barber. Row 15, 04, the champion leader so far of the points will be Mark Mann. Along beside him, the 53 of Dave Hunt. And row number 16, Cody Ober. And along beside him, the two-time champion of this league will be Robert Tic-Tac Duvendak. He needs a good run here. Row 17, 24, Will Weber beside him in the 51, Travis Elliott. And that, my friends, is gonna roll them off. Here they go, coming down at you, getting to get the truck out of the way, and we're going to get things rolling here. And away we go. These cats got 100 laps, one fast repair. They have got to handle and take care of their equipment. Patience is a virtue. You're going to make somebody's day or you're going to ruin their day. You're going to make a friend, you're going to lose a friend. That's the way it works out here in super speedway racing. Sitting out front, no surprise to me, Mark Mann in the 04. Here lately, he's been coming on really strong, and he is your points leader. So far, so good. Everybody's playing nice. That's what we want to see for a while. Watch that number 7, Josh Milam. He is a pusher, and don't forget last week's winner right there, Hunter Reynolds, doing the same exact thing, man. All these guys are tough. Randall Cobb in the 52. That guy loves to push just as well. Chris McCullough, Shane Posey, Cody Ober in the 8. Lot of talent out here tonight. Still on the inside, making that lane work pretty well. Mark Mann coming around, getting ready to lead his second lap. Mara Clark out there once again, rooting for the co-worker of Mark Mann. She says he's going to be able to pull it off. Let's certainly hope he can do it, Mara. He just needs to stay clean, and he's in the hunt, no problem, so there's no pressure on him whatsoever. Go on back here a little bit and take a look. Up on the high side, Mr. Westerfield up there. Trying to get things running just a little bit. These guys are up to speed, 190 mile an hour now. They'll probably get up close to 198. Get a little pushing going on. You gotta love that coming straight at you. Mark Mann leading the way. It was a little bit of a kind of a wreck fest last week. I think the boys had a little talking to. I think they settled down. They got all that out of their system. Looks like that they're probably on their way on a good race today. Even though it is only 4 laps out of 100. Not to worry. Looking still good on that bottom side. Mark Mann is leading the way. Trying to get something to happen up there on that top side. Chris McCullough. Trying to get things going up there. Just not quite happening for him. Needing some help's what he's needing. He's got the 65, Shane Posey, up there right on his bumper, giving him a little hand. The 53 of Dave Hunt. Westerfield, all these guys are up on top right now doing a little bit of pushing up there. And then you've got some of these guys that are playing the game, staying way back here in the back. Duvendak. Right there he is in the number 10. Everybody still in the race. Everybody doing a good job. Patience. We have patience out here tonight. Still out front. No problems whatsoever. Looks like that top side there, Chris McCullough. We already got some strategies coming in right now. Also, if I can get down here to these guys, we'll see them popping in. And here they come, no problem. 24's in. Will Weber, Josh Milam's in. Remember I was talking about the pit strategies? Boy, say that fast 3 times. These guys are already taking advantage of it. They're going to come in. They're going to do their own thing. They're going to get back out there again. Turns the lead over to Chris McCullough right now. Mr. Mann's playing the pusher. Now, with these new iRacing updates they've done the last few weeks, you can hook to these bumpers and you can turn these guys really, really simple. Quite a few characters coming in right now. There they all go. Hunter Reynolds is in. Last week's winner. He's got his teammate right there with him. Cody Ober in the number 8. He's coming in right now. Different strategies. As long as you get out there and you can dance with a friend, that's exactly what you need to do. Travis Elliott's in there. Here they all come, getting the fuel and heading back out. Still up front. As I was saying before, you can hook a bumper to these guys pretty easy now with the iRacing update. Not only that, but you can also overheat these bad boys. Here come some of your guys right now. Mark Mann's coming in. Get a good shot of these guys. Hitting the brakes, slamming the brakes on, knocking the cones over. Oh, that's not a good thing. That'll get you in some trouble for sure. It's easy to go 200 mile an hour, but it's really hard to slow it all the way down to pit road speed of 55. Looks like just a tad bit of damage going on in the 60 right there. He might have got rear-ended by somebody. Ever so slightly. Now we got ourselves a caution out here already, so something's going on, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find that bad boy. But we're going to look. See what's going on. Man, it's hard trying to find these cautions. Especially when you're not even really looking for one just yet. Take a look at some of these guys that came in here to the pits. Not seeing a whole lot of damage yet. Not sure what's going on. Hunter Reynolds comes in, gets his stuff, and he's right out the door one more time. Up front, though, Ron Peralta. Getting some valuable points. Eating all they can get, all these guys are. Everybody's still out on the track. I've not seen one person have any issues just quite yet. I was teasing Mr. Cody Ober here. Elvis is not with him tonight. He's left the building, I guess, or the track, I should say. Decided to run a different paint scheme for us tonight. See how that pays off. Elvis has done pretty good for him. Peralta is coming into the pits right now. He's bringing a couple of them with him. A long, slow ride. Getting the fuel and heading out the door. Mark Mann, I believe, is also coming in here. Everybody's back out on the track. Get things lined back up. See where everybody is scored at. Get the truck off the track and let's get it on one more time. 11 laps out of 100 in the book so far. 13 wonderful people so far watching this event tonight. Appreciate you guys out here watching us. Give us a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Help these guys out. They appreciate the thumbs up. They really get excited about that. As a matter of fact, I even get excited about it. Lets my boss know you kind of like at least what I'm doing. Even if you don't like it, be kind and give me a thumbs up anyway. I'll dance at your wedding, I promise. Back out on front, McCullough. Let things go around. Get the scoring back where it needs to be here. Talked to Mark Mann before this race started. He said he was feeling pretty doggone good there, Mara. He's definitely running really well. Had a little bit last-minute incident there last week, and he was up for the win on last week's race also. He's already won once this season so far. Sitting up here so far looking awful pretty right now is Mr. Duvendak. I think he got a little tired of running around back into the back up there, and he says, I'm going to give it a go. We're going to run up front here for a while. Remember, everybody is trying to miss the big one. It's going to happen. It's going to happen a few times. I hate to say it, but it will. Just depends on where you're going to be. You're going to be at the right place at the wrong time. Showing Mr. McCullough leading the way. He's got a little bit of damage in that back of his. That's going to be a little fun when it comes time to pushing. And just to show so, let's take a look here. Yep, he's got some damage back there. That's going to play a bit of a factor when it comes to the old draft. Let's hope that, hope he don't get hooked at all and cause a wreck. I would not want to be in Cobb's shoes right now trying to push that thing without all dented up like that. That's not going to be any good for anybody. Hopefully, that's not going to happen. And I am talking about Chris McCullough. He is going to lay these guys down here, get the pace truck out of the way. He's led 4 laps so far. 12 out of 100. Mr. Man up on the high side. Pace truck's gone. The boys are going to go down to the loud pedal. They're going to take off, as they would say. Go through the gears. Duvendak is already pushing Man down the way. McCullough on the bottom. Now Man jumps down. Gets enough. Hops down right in front of him. Now he's going to lead the show down the road here. You can throw a blanket over these guys. They're so close. McCullough's pushing his little heart out on Man. As I've said once, and I'll say it one more time, the object is we're on that top side like Tic Tac is up there. He is hoping and praying that he can get a good push. And if he can clear Man on the bottom, he's just going to dart down in front of him and go along for the ride. So he's probably praying Mr. Westerfield there could give him a good enough shove to clear Mark on the bottom. And if he does, he will jump down to that bottom side. Now that bottom side is rough. I mean, it's rough. It is bumpy as all get out. White knuckle riding is exactly what it's like. Hanging out of that wheel, man, is it bumpy. That can ruin the day also. Duvendak so far scoring says he is leading. He led that lap. He needs to get up there in front of Man. If he does, he will dart down, and there he goes. He drops it down right in front of him. Duvendak is your leader. The high side's doing a pretty good job. I got to tell you guys, it is staying right there with this bottom row. Is everybody playing nice so far? Yep, they seem to be. We got looks like we may have a lap car coming up right here. That looks like it's Cody Ober, I believe. There he is. He's got a couple laps down. He's already got some issues going on. Nevertheless, Duvendak is still showing the leader on top. Westerfield looking good up there on that top side. And he's being shoved by Mr. Hunter Reynolds. He was your last week's winner. A little bit of pushing going on. Take a look at him right here. You're riding along with Reynolds in the 26. It's a no-no. You can't touch anybody when you're going through the turns. That's for sure. Or you're going to really make somebody mad. You get up here in a straightaway. Try to keep it still as you possibly can, and you can give him a nice shove, and maybe he'll clear Duvendak. And if he does clear him, you'll see him do that right there. He'll drop down right in front of him. And that's the way the car races, folks. Caution. Let's see if we can find what's going on with that deal. Looks like Duvendak has been caught up in a mess already. Let's go back and get a replay on this. Let's watch Duvendak right there. He is the second car on the bottom, and that is what it was. He has disappeared, folks. And what happens when you disappear? Well, that's not good. All kinds of stuff's gonna happen. He pops back in again. Where he pops back in, nobody knows, but unfortunately, the internet, he's bit by the internet bug. He has had such bad luck. That internet had nothing to do with wearing a MaxspeedTV wristband that he's got for good luck today. Just want to clear that up over the air. Not good. Ken McCullough right now, he's showing the lap down also. Trying to get up there and get his lap back. Sitting, waiting for that truck to move it on up the road here so we can get lined back up again. Westerfield is your leader. Normally, he's got quite a few out here fans. I'm not seeing nobody on YouTube yet. Maybe they'll hop in a little bit later. Second place so far, Hunter Reynolds. He was your last week's winner. Joshua Milam in third. Mark Mann, your points leader, in fourth. Dustin Barber in the fifth position. Chris McCullough, sixth. Will Weber, seventh. Randall Cobb, eighth. Ninth, Travis Elliott. 10th, Dave Hunt. Now, here's the question. Who's going to come in and top off and who's not going to top off? All kinds of head games, strategy games. Let's see. Not sure. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Keep an eye on things here real quick. Westerfield. He's got to love it being out front. He's seen it. He's been there for a little while, but his luck's not exactly been going great for him lately either. Hopefully all that's going to come to a halt here. I'm going to assume some of these cats here are going to be getting a lap back right there. Coming right at you. Do a little talking here and see if I can get a few of these fellas. Maybe just anyway. Yeah, it's been a while. Let's see if I can get the boy up here. Mark Mann, Bobby in the booth, you got me.
I got you, Bobby.
Hey, you're looking pretty good out there.
Yeah, so far so good. The car doesn't feel that wonderful, though, I'll be honest with you.
Well, it is the bumpy track, and I'm sure you can feel it too, can't you?
Oh, yeah. You can feel it in the wheel, and then it kind of messes with your mind. It makes you feel like you can feel it in the triple monitors I got.
Now, question for you. Is it more bumpy on the bottom than it is the top side, or is it pretty even all the way up and down?
I think the top's a little bit smoother than the bottom for sure. Coming out of turn 4, watch those cars. They're going to start drifting high as we go on these longer runs.
Right. Now, I have noticed that you guys all seem to be playing nicely together so far. I mean, knit close, tight racing. I mean, after last week, there was a few unhappy campers.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of drama after the race last week for sure. It was a lot of fun, but
Well, you're going to
yeah.
have drama. When you're racing this close, it's going to happen. It's inevitable.
Oh, it's gonna happen tonight for sure.
I do notice that one of your buddies there, Tic Tac Duvendak, I think he got into an internet situation for a minute there. He was like,
Yes.
I dream a genie. He was there for a minute, and poof, next he was gone.
Yeah, that's what happened there. Yeah, he disappeared in front of me.
Well, hopefully he doesn't blame that on that MaxspeedTV wristband he's wearing for good luck.
Right.
Hey, good luck. Mara's out here rooting for you also, so keep it clean, and I'll chat at you a little bit later on during the race, all right?
Well, thank you, Mara, and I want to wish David Booth well. He had a little health issue. Wish for a speedy recovery for him.
Absolutely, we do. Yep, our prayers are definitely with him. Get back out here and start racing with us again. Anyway,
Hell yeah.
speaking of racing, keep all the fenders on this bad boy tonight, Mara said, all right?
I'm gonna try.
All right, we'll talk later.
Later, bro.
That's always fun talking to these guys out here. It truly is. They're very, very competitive people. I don't know anybody that's in a league that's not competitive. If you're looking for a good competitive league and a fun league, this is the league you want to get into. OP Super Speedway Series. These guys race, I think, Monday, Tuesday, well, Wednesday tonight. They'll be popping back up in their new league starting up here fairly soon once they get down through the chase. And speaking of chase, these guys are getting ready to chase the green flag. Westerfield's going to bring them down on the bottom side. Not a problem. Hunter Reynolds up on the top side. Mark Mann said top side's just a wee bit smoother than the bottom side. That might be a good reason why you're seeing this top side working so well right now. Still, needing just a little bit of help. Everybody is playing nicely, I'll have to say that. But look at that top side. They get a really good run, getting some good pushing going on, back off into the turn. That's exactly what you want. Westerfield on the bottom. Josh Milam doing a nice job shoving him down the road. Reynolds. Right now, he is going to be showed the leader here. That top side is really working well. Can Mann push him up far enough to drop down? Yes, he sure did. Easy peasy, he said, and he is your leader right now. Well, it's been a while. 22 out of 100 laps, folks. I think it's time to do the off-favorite thing that I love doing. That's right. It's time to do a little crank it up. Woohoo! You tell me that's not fun to watch. Look like a herd of turtles coming down through here, buddy. It doesn't look like they're moving very fast, but they are. They're doing about 190 mile an hour. They are going nowhere, but they're getting there fast, is what I would like to say. Still, Hunter Reynolds up there on the top side. Now, Will Weber, he's also sitting there. Looking, teammates hopping around up front up here, trying to get something together. You'll watch these cats hop down with each other and do a lot of pushing. It's going to be hard to separate these teammates early in the race. Reynolds on the bottom. Weber up top. Mark Mann sitting there in the second position. Third. Jim Westerfield's having a heck of a run so far. Loving it up front. Like to see him up here in the top. top side still hanging in there. That's what's nice about this 2008 track, man. It is bumpy everywhere. As you see, man, going up on the high side, looking for that almighty push just to try to clear Hunter Reynolds on the bottom. If he can, he will drop right down in front of him. He's got him cleared. Is he going to take it, or is he going to stay with his pusher? Nope. He drops down, says thank you very much. Coming back down here a little bit. Let's take a look. All the way down in 17th, in the 12th position. Jimmy Reynolds in the 17. Look to see him work his way up to the front. I know he won't sit there very long. Now we got ourselves another caution. See if I can figure out what's happened here. Oh, this is easy. This one right here is going to be our the almighty stage winner, I believe. I'm not seeing nothing going on. Oh yeah, we got a wreck somewhere here, folks. Let's go back and see if we can find this thing. Mark, there we go. We got a little craziness happening right here. Good night. Go back and take a little look-see. I'm not sure. I believe, guys, that let's take a look at it from the 7's point of view right here. Take a look up into the cockpit. Looks like Westerfield got sideways. Now, whether or not he got touched or not, that's a different story. But he did seem to get touched just a little bit right there. And as you can see, they are all running around. Milam is in it, 53. Dave Hunt is in it. We got plenty of time. Wow, Milam takes a shot off that inside wall. Runs him all the way back up, almost right in front of another one. 47's in it. Man, this took out quite a few cars right here. Gotta grind this thing back just a little bit. Take a little look from the helicopter point of view here real quick. I'll slow it down for you. Maybe we can dissect this problem. It is bumpy, folks. There's no doubt about it. It is a very, very bumpy track. See where this all began. Yeah, looks like Westerfield might have went up just ever so slightly. Tried to hang on to that thing, and he just couldn't do it. Milam hips it in the side, and then that's all she wrote. 52. The Hooters mobile. Randall Cobb up there smacking off the wall. Quite a few fellas right here in this one, guys. Some unhappy campers, I'm thinking. Mark Mann is the leader. 27 of 100 down. We've had one semi-big one here. There's going to be some cats that's going to be needing some work done. And there they all sit. David Hunt sitting in there. Cody Ober coming out at you right now. The 52 of Randall Cobb and the Hooters machine sitting right there. Lord, I hope he didn't hurt those rear quarter panels. Duvendak coming back out. Some messed up cars. Some of these cats, they want to get it fixed, and some of them don't want to get them fixed. Remember, you get one. We only get one fast repair. Man, there's still almost 75 laps left here. Got to be able to take care of your equipment. If you don't take care of your equipment, you're not going to be around for the end of it. Don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm going to certainly try. But congratulations with the big Stage 1 winner. That will be Mark Mann. Another feather in his cap. It's what he needs. He's up there leading the points race so far. Mara, you must be good luck. You're here every Wednesday night watching him. The boy's luck's turning around finally. And he doesn't have a picture of my face on his car yet like I told him he should. Instead, he's got Dirty Harry. Got that old 44 sticking out in the wind, that's for sure. Right now, top 5, man, Reynolds, Weber, Miller, Posey. Gonna get ready and rock and roll one more time. Technically, we've only had 2 cautions, due to the fact that we did have our stage winner deal. Personally, I like the old way, but what do I know, right? 11 lead changes. Bye-bye pace truck. Time to do it one more time. Get on the allow pedal. Let's get these puppies up to speed. Mark Mann is going to take them around. Already, Weber's sitting right there in that second position. Whoa, looks like somebody might have got a little squirrely up in there. Need to get back into a rhythm. The 87's dropping down on the bottom. Once again, in case you guys haven't figured it out yet, and I will show you right here, but I am number 1. Right there it is. I certainly appreciate them letting me know, Les Levy, that I'm number 1. What a guy. He always lets me know every race. I certainly appreciate it. You can see how bumpy it is too, folks. There's no doubt about it. Bottom side is not where you want to be. Top side is just a tad bit smoother. That's what the man Mark said. Coming right at you. Top side still trying to work its way up there just a little bit. If Posey can get it up there, he will drop it down to the bottom side, guaranteed. A little bit of a breakaway. Some of these caps might be sitting back in the back, just kind of hanging out for a while. Duvendak's got a tore up front end back there, but not a big deal. Long way to go in this race, folks. Long way to go. Man is on the bottom. Posey is on the top. Weber into 24. Doing some shoving on the top side. I'll take that back. He's doing the shoving on the bottom side. It's the 26 of last week's winner, Hunter Reynolds. That's the cat that's on the top side doing some pushing. Josh Milam drops it back down into the inside right there. Again, looking at the COVID-19 of 24 Weber. And again, I see why he's driving his heart out. Milam is trying to get around that thing. I wouldn't want to stare at that all the way around the race all night long either. That is one ugly looking virus in the back of that 24. Sitting out front, getting all the fresh air in that radiator. Mr. Man making it look easy, staying on the bottom, running around nice and smooth. You can see how bumpy it's getting right there. You start putting some wear and tear on these tires and you get just a little bit of the wear out of these tires. That bumping around like that's definitely going to get your rear end a little bit loose. And not in a good way either. Out front still, man, Weber doing a nice job shoving him right on the bottom there. Milam setting into third position, doing a good job pushing as well. Coming straight at you. Let's see how far we've got all the way back to this back little pack we got going on here. Got a few of them here. 39, Jessup. He's back here. Westerfield's back here. He is trying to get caught up with these guys. Getting into some lead draft and everybody hook up. Now we got him coming into the pits. No problem whatsoever so far. Half of them came into the pits and the other half of them has stayed out. We'll watch them all head in here. Ober's in. Levy's in. Bylam's in. Not a problem. In and out, looking good. Back out front, still leading this bad boy. He's led 13 of 34 laps, and here comes the rest of them coming in. Don't run nobody over, and do not speed, and don't hit the cones. That's a lot of stuff not to do coming into the pits, but so far they've done a pretty good job. Everybody's doing pretty well here. Back into the back, the 03. Ken McCullough getting taken care of. The 72, Sean Stevens getting taken care of. Randall Cobb. Coming back out. Looks like Mr. Duvendak couldn't take it anymore. If I'm not mistaken, yep, I believe he got his fast repair. Two-time champion of this league. Finding himself no more fast repairs for him, and he's still got a ways to go in this race. He has got to keep it clean. Hopefully the internet can stand up for him. Man, it's one thing getting in trouble on the track, but getting in trouble when you have nothing to do with it and it's an internet problem, I gotta tell you, that just ticks a driver off to no end. Water bottles go flying across the room, a pop bottle or whatever. Wife opening the door screaming at you, what the heck's going on in here? Richard Kuhn in the 47 right now. Loving that paint scheme. Showing in the first position. Not been in the pits yet. Three more cats running right there. Weber, Hunter Reynolds, Josh Milam, working together. Getting some drafting going on, trying to make up a little bit of time. Don't look behind you, but you got a small train coming at you. Strength in numbers. The more you got, the faster you go. Nevertheless, out front, Richard Kuhn. Guy we haven't heard much from, and he's actually the guy that runs the whole entire outfit. Any of you cats looking to get into the OP Super Speedway Series Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this is the guy you want to see, Alex Green. Setting in 14th position. Kind of banged up just a little bit in the front end. Not too awful bad. Give him a little shout out there and go, hey. He needs to pick it up a little bit and get things going. Get back up into the front of this. He's been quiet here for the last few races, and he's had a few bad luck, too, to go with it. Up front, Richard Kuhn. Ron Pialta. I hope I say his last name right. He's in the 31. He's a quiet fella you don't hear a whole lot about either. Working his way back up into the second position right now, running strong. Jamie Jessup right there in the third as well. And that Ranger, nice looking paint job on that fella. And he's got the COVID guy chasing him. One of the COVID fellas right there, Will Weber. Now, you can see it right here. These three cats are running. They're trying. But nevertheless, McCullough is leading the train. And these boys are catching up on them with a head of steam. Now, question is, yep, they're already going to go ahead and try to keep that momentum and dart down onto the bottom. But once you do that, you break up that air. When you break up that air, it kind of slows you down. It's like somebody threw a parachute out the back of your car. Now you can see where they just kind of even back out now. Now they're all bunched up together here. They got to play nicely for 60 more laps. Out front, Richard Kuhn still got a nice little foursome running here together. Top 5, Kuhn, Piolta, Jessup, McCullough, Mann. Speaking of Mann, he's all the way back here. And that gap is a long ways. Just for the simple fact that these cats haven't pitted yet up front. They're going to have to come in sometime. That's exactly what they're saying. When they do, things get switched around. Everybody's kind of out of a pit sequence. Straighten up your pit sequence, not a problem. Caution takes care of that mess. Will there be one? Probably. Still, Richard Kuhn leading it out front. "14 laps on on both of these cats, Kuhn and Peralta. 14 laps. The next one, Mr. Will Weber. He's setting in third. When they come in, he will be your leader. Question is when will they come in? It'll be fairly soon. Remember though, you got a whole entire field behind you coming at you too. Gotta worry about that as well. These three guys are doing pretty good. They're not exactly running away with the show by no means. Still got a pretty good stretch of real estate between these guys and the fourth place. All the way back to these fellas. Oh, getting a little close there, Mr. Weber. A little close on the bottom there, up to the 60 McCullough. That's what happens when you start getting bumpy. Still up front. They've not come to the pits yet. 16 laps so far. iRacing's pretty neat here. They got all that rubber on the side and the front of these vehicles. If I'm not mistaken, it almost looks like, I think. Can't really tell. I think, yep, you can see all the Mr. Weber's car there. You can see all the black rubber from those tires from racing. iRacing's done a really good job making it realistic there. Don't look in the rearview mirror, boys, up front, because these cats are coming. They've narrowed it down. They've dropped 5 seconds off so far. Got to be slowing down and coming into the pits here pretty soon. If I'm not mistaken, I believe, yeah, 17 laps. Josh Milam is your second place. Sitting right back here with a bunch of these fellas. And we do have some that are off the pit sequence here, but nevertheless, they're going to catch back up. A little 3 wide action going on, staying out of the way up there in the high side. And here they come, finally. Boone and Peralta coming into the pits. Now things are going to cycle back around a little bit to these cats. McCullough on the bottom. The McCullough and McCullough show. 03 sitting on the top, just come right down, right smack in front of, I'm assuming it's probably going to be either his dad or his son. I'm not sure which one. Either way, it's a relation, obviously. Milam on that bottom side, the second car. Doing some pushing. Slowly creeping up on the halfway point of this race. Once again, hop over to MaxspeedTV if you haven't already. Subscribe to us. Give us a thumbs up here if you like what we're doing. These guys put on a really good show. This is the last race of the regular season. These cats are going to be going into the championship rounds, the elimination rounds. And McCullough, so far, doing a good job up on that top side. Is showing the leader the last time by. Chris on the bottom. I'm sure these cats wish that they could hook up and be bumper to bumper with each other. Mark Mann up there, all by himself. He doesn't have any of his boys from that Alliance Motorsports anywhere near him, I don't believe. Friends mean everything. Don't look in your rearview mirror now, buddy, but here comes the train. Being led by Ken McCullough. He gets out of the way, goes on the bottom side. Nice stand-up move right there. Whoa, a little side drafting. Got a little bit too crazy. Sent the 26 up yonder ways. We got ourselves another mess right here. Go back and see if we can see what happened here. Slow this thing down just a little bit. Duvendak into 10. I saw him spinning around. Whatever happened, happened right here. And there it is. Duvendak. I can't really tell. I'll have to go back and look at it one more time. But him in a 31 definitely got tangled up. And of course, there's your chain reaction. Got some tore up cars once again, folks. One more time. We'll look at it again here coming around. Full speed ahead. Slow it down right here. Can't really tell for sure. You will right here. We'll get a pretty good view. It looks like to me, I'm not sure. Oop, do that. Looks like to me they were just fighting for the same little piece of real estate, guys. And of course, when you do that, that's not a good thing. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Wow, watch the 47. Richard Kuhn, oh, just got tapped ever so slightly. Westerfield got in that mess too. He almost cleared that, folks. Anyway, here they all come back in. Get a little bit of work done. Everybody is finally coming in. Some of these cars are tore up. Looks like to me, Will Weber right there. He's getting his front end fixed. Everybody's coming back out. Chris McCullough leading the boys on around. Josh Milam sitting there. Mark Mann, third. Fourth, Hunter Reynolds. Ken McCullough. Shane Posey. Les Levy. Sean Stevens. Tyler Miller, Randall Cobb. She's a dirty Hooters, but she's still pretty. That rounds up your top 10. Jamie, just up to 39, waiting to get his lap back. Whoa, evasive maneuver, a couple of them popping in here, topping off a little bit. See what happens. And there he goes. Duvendak's still sitting there trying to get some repair work done on that ride. He is 2 laps down. I'm almost afraid to want to interview him. But you know what? I never ever did what I was supposed to do. What I shouldn't do. We're going to do it anyway. Mr. Duvendak, Bobby in the booth, you got me?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Well, apparently I'm doing a little bit better than you. Son, between the internet and being at the wrong place at the wrong time, and it's just not your night tonight.
No, it's just not the season.
Is that what it is?
I don't know what it is. I got to figure something out. Hopefully I can still make the playoff cutoff line here, and maybe we'll turn our luck around then.
Well, I just want to let everybody know out in the YouTube land that this right here has nothing to do with that MaxspeedTV wristband I made you wear.
I don't know about that. That internet getting taken out, riding around at the back here, I don't know. I
know. Well, hey, get it fixed, get back out there. If anybody can come back on 2 laps, it definitely can be you, so.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, buddy. Oh, he's got a really good attitude. I'll give him that much. And he can come back in those 2 laps. That ain't nothing. Piece of cake for him. Josh Milam out there running around, getting ready to go on the loud pedal, the green flag one more time. The old Daytona 2008 track, 51 laps in of 100 past the halfway mark. Milam on the bottom, Reynolds giving him a good shove. Up on top, leading that pack, Mark Mann again. Myra, he's still hanging around up on top there, dear. This guy's got about as many fans as the Beatles does. I don't know what it is. Personally, I don't think he's all that handsome myself, but what do you know? Nevertheless, on the bottom, Milan getting the job done, getting a great push by Reynolds. He was your last week's winner. Les Levy up there running around. He told me earlier when I was talking to him, he does not like this track. He said it is bumpier than a dirt road in the hills of West Virginia. And I certainly believe it because it looks it. Topside trying to get a little bit of momentum going. Maybe they can get Les up there. And if he does get him up there, he'll be more than happy to drop down to the bottom side in front of Milam. You still got to play nice together for a little while yet. Keep things calm, get things going. 52 Randall Cobb's got his ride fixed. Some of these cats have already used their fast repairs. Some of them haven't. Some of them's been in the wreck, some of them haven't. What it's all about. Keeping it clean till the end. Milam still hanging down on the bottom, making it work. They always have that saying, cautions bring cautions. Well, it bunches them all back up like this, and well, that's what you kind of get. Now remember, the iRacing update, these Cup cars, they get hot quick. These guys got to watch their temperatures, man, because they go up fast. Levy, whoa, there's a little touch. We caught that one. One more time. Not looking good there. Let's back that one up and see what we can see. I'm not positive who was in this mess. I'm thinking. Take a look at it on Randall Cobb's point of view. That's a shot to the wall right there, and that's going to cause some problems. Look at the 24 right here. Mr. Will Weber. Take a look. Back it up just a little bit. See what we got going in Weber's point of view. I'm not sure. He might have just ever so slightly bumped him. Or he might have got loose up there. Not absolutely for sure. Getting out to get just a little bit of air. I think he might have tapped him just a little bit right there. And of course, when that happens, well, it gets ugly. Man, some of these guys came out of that unscathed. Looks like the front end's gone on Weber. And he will be coming in and going for a repair job, along with everybody else. Everybody is coming in. Watch them all come your way, topping off. We've had a few big ones, folks. I'm sure if the OP had the trailer, you've heard me say it once and I'll say it again. If they had a bad boy trailer, I'm pretty sure it'd be full with a few fellers right now. They got that 24-hour rule. You got to keep your mouth shut. You can't say nothing for 24 hours, and you can voice your opinion and let her rip. That's a pretty good rule. It settles these guys down tremendously. You don't want to say something you might regret. A lot of cars in there. A lot of good drivers trying to get work done to get back out of here on this track. Not good. Dirty Harry? Nah. He ain't got a wrinkle one on him. I bet Mr. Eastwood wished he looked that good right now. I believe he's not used any fast repairs yet. Mr. Levy's sitting there in second place doing a good job tonight. I don't believe he's used his repairs, and I don't know if Josh Mylan's used his or not. In the 7 car up there. Nevertheless, they're your top 5 as of right now. Make sure nobody comes in for anything. Make me a liar. Nope. Top 5. Man, Levy, Milam, Reynolds, Posey. See if we can talk to somebody. How about you, Mr. Levy? You got a copy? Bobby. Hey, you know, I was talking to you earlier before this broadcast here, and you said you wasn't a happy camper and I wasn't a big fan of this 2008 track. Well, you could have fooled me because, you know, you've led some laps and you're up front. Well, I was just, you know, letting everybody know once again, as usual, you was letting everyone know that I was number 1 in the back of your car, and I appreciate that. Yeah, no, MaxspeedTV. My goodness.
There's a fine, 50 grand.
No, it won't. I had your mic off. So now you can go back and tell everybody that I'm number 1 because I didn't have your mic on.
Yeah, well, you are absolutely, Bobby, the #1 broadcaster of OP Key Realty on Wednesday night on Max Speed TV.
Yeah, see, you got a lot of enthusiasm. Once again, you said you
I got a lot of enthusiasm.
Well, you said you didn't like this track very well, but you know what? It seems to be liking you tonight.
I got too much enthusiasm. Well, we're going green here, buddy.
All right, get her done. I'll talk to you later.
Get it done, baby. Thank you.
I'll tell you what, for a guy that don't like a track, he's a happy camper now. That's all there is to it. Green flag gets out one more time. Get him out here and go. Mark Mann's going to bring him around to the line. 58 out of 100 laps. Boy, I'd like to think these guys can stay out of trouble long enough so I can go ahead and do one more crank it up. They were hollering out there. They want to see it crank it up. Well, let's go ahead and crank it up. Key Realty OP Super Speedway style. That's an absolute blast to watch those cars jetting around through there at 190 mile an hour plus. Doing some evasive maneuvers out there. Josh Milam takes it up into the high side. Right now, 2600 Reynolds is being showed your leader. He's led 5 laps so far. Trying to make something go on the top side. Les Levy still on the bottom down here. Bennett going. Is Reynolds going to get enough? Once again, that's what you want to watch for. Can Reynolds get shoved up enough to get in front of Levy? Mark Mann says, no, I don't want nobody else out here in front of me. Keeps Levy out front, pushing away. Topside's doing a heck of a job, though. I mean, there's only 3 cars out there. Alex Green, number 3. Remember we talked earlier about him? Told him to get on the horse and get her up into the front. Well, look at him. There he is sitting in 4th position right now. Second car. Whoa, getting a little bit close and touchy there up in the front. Hunter Reynolds kind of had a little burp there. Alex doing a good job up on that top side pushing. Milam's giving him a pretty good shove too. All this dancing around makes you a nervous cat. Like being stuck in a cat in a room full of rocking chairs, right? Is that how that goes? A long-tailed cat or whatever? It's a white knuckle ride's what it is. All these guys running around here. I can't even express or stress to you guys how bad it is with a bumpy track. So maybe I'll show you a little bit. Milam up on the top side, giving Alex Green a little bit of a shove. Look how those cars kind of hang around. They jump around all over the place. It's not side drafting here. No, it's trying to keep your car straight. It's a little bit better coming through the tri-oval. It's not near as bad. Looking at it from Mann's point of view. And most people would take that personally, that being flipped off like that, but we all know that it was for me. So these guys are okay with it. Get all that pushing you can get in. You can't really push anybody. They're not going to go nowhere. Going nowhere, getting there fast. That's why I say that, because it looks like you're not going anywhere because they're all stuck together. You can hear them tires starting to squeal. Once they start getting down 7-10 laps, those tires start squealing on you a little bit. It's a little bit greasy, a little slippery out there. That plays havoc too on these guys. '26 Reynolds is on the top side. He has been shoved all the way up there. He is going to drop down. Man, that top side went crazy. Hunters is up there. Milam's up there. Alex Green was able to get up in there. Alex goes back to the high side. Mr. Levy got shoved back into the fourth. He's coming back up. Mark Mann's giving him a pretty good shove back on the bottom. I'm going to assume that Alex Green's probably kind of hoping these cats would give him a good shove up on that top side. 64 out of 100 in the books. The last race of the regular season. Some of these cats are locked in, and some of them are fighting and racing trying to get in. Reynolds still being shoved by Milam. Probably running that temperature gauge all the way to the max. And I don't think we can actually see. Can't really see the temperature gauge because of the steering wheel. Maybe we could get some in-car telemetry going on in iRacing one of these days. They can do a little update and give us that information. That would be pretty awesome. Nevertheless, Reynolds is saying, thanks a lot, Milam, for pushing me around, keeping me out front. Alex Green still looking for a little bit more help up on that top side, trying to get something going, trying to get it up in there. If he gets up there high enough, he can dart back down to the bottom side where he's nice and comfortable like everybody else. Doesn't matter if you're on the top side. Doesn't matter if you're on the bottom. Oh, we got a mess right there. We just saw a car almost turn right in front of the camera. Let's go back here and see what kind of a mess we got going on here. Not quite how far back we are, but take a look here and then we'll dissect it down a little bit. There it was, 31 and the 03. Bring it back here just a little bit. See what we got going on. Take a look at the 03 here. Better yet, I think our best view is going to be Mr. Kuhn. '53, man, what a job he just did. I'll back it up a little bit more, guys. Might be a little bit more than what I think's going on here. Yep, 53 gets a little crazy on the bottom right there. Dave Hunt did, and then that started this little nasty little reaction back here and got these two cats involved in it. Not good for those guys. Get running down there on that bottom. She'll take you right around. She'll get you sideways before you even know it. And here comes our leaders once again back into the pits. Reynolds brings him down. Milam's in. Green's in. Just about everybody. Mann's in. Reynolds beats them all out first. Milam second, Weber third. And McCullough fourth. Mark Mann fifth, Randall Cobb sixth, Les Levy seventh. Shane Posey, have mercy. Eighth, ninth. Cody Ober, and in 10th, Alex Green into 15. That's your top 10, gentlemen. And ladies. Kind of looks like, I believe, 13 laps down. I'm going to say Tic Tac's day is pretty much done. He just riding around here, having a good old time. Not really. Trying to save his season. Trying to get something together here as much as he possibly can.
I was like,
How about you, Milam?
what's
Bobby.
going on?
Hey, I just stole you, pal. How you doing out there?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. Hey, man, I'm telling you, you're running great, buddy.
Trying my best here. I'm struggling a little here and there, but managing to stay up front.
I'm going to tell you what, you have been, if there was an award for the pusher for this particular race, you would definitely win that award because you've had your bumper shoved up so many guys' rear bumper and ain't funny.
Hey man, that's my specialty here. That's why they love me. One time in my OP career, I always said I'd rather be a pusher than leading the race. So.
I'm right with you 100%. Well, you definitely know how to push. You think you got what it takes to finish this thing off and get a win out of this?
Absolutely. As long as I got some guys up here to help me, I'm sure I'll be able to pull it out.
Well,
I need it. This is my chase race to get in. Either a win or some good points. I don't know what just happened right there, but...
Well, I don't know. It looks like he gave you a little love tap, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure they're not happy about that.
I'll
sure. I'll find out when I go back down to the team channel.
I'm going to get you down to the team channel, and you get ready, and we'll be rooting for you, pal.
All right, man.
All right. Oh, he's going to have a little chat with the boys and try to figure out what in the world just happened right there. About the time I break away to try to find that, we're going to end up going green, so I think we'll just keep it right here. 70 laps at the line out of 100. 30 to go for those of you who aren't mathematicians. And the loud pedal. Hammer down, going through the gears. Nice and smooth. You can tell it's crunch time, people. These guys got to race it to get in. They got to win it to get it in. There's a lot on the line right here for this last regular season race. Mara, I've not heard anything from you in the last 35, 40 minutes, girl. You better be awake. Your partner out here, Mr. Man's up on the top side, doing some shoving. Reynolds on the bottom, and take a look at that, huh? Reynolds and Weber. The COVID boys. Making it work. That top side, got to get something going. They're trying awful hard. Milam up there, man, pushing his tail end off up there, trying to get him down. You got to clear the one car so they can drop it down, and he can get up there and clear, and he can drop down. Takes a little bit of time for that, but I'll tell you what, Mark is doing a good job pushing. He's got him out there. Is he going to drop down, or is he going to hang with Mark? Will Milam drop down, or will he hang with Mark? Bottom line, coming back up on the bottom right there, not making it easy for him. Get a good run up on that top side, just about enough for him to come down. Reynolds is still on the bottom. Him and Weber are definitely working good together. And there's a cat you don't hear a whole lot of, but he's always around when the end comes. That's Randall Cobb in the 52. The Hooters machine. Thank you for not denting up that rear quarter panel there. The right one is, but the left one looks good. Levy's setting up there, 6th position. Saying he's not a big fan of this track whatsoever, but he's got to run it. Got to get in. Cody Ober. Guy was down, had a rough start to this race. All the way back into the 7th position. Fought his way back too, buddy. Just like a cat fighting, scratching like crazy to get something down. Now he's up here. He's running in good position in 7th. Alex Green behind him. Whoa, shoved down a little bit of the bottom of the line. He came back up. The 65 did. No harm, no foul. I can assure you he kind of took a deep breath there, Shane Posey did. Nevertheless, out front. Milam was able to get in front of Hunter Reynolds. Man did push him far enough to drop down. Now he's hoping like crazy that Mr. Levy there can go ahead and shove him around and get him down to that bottom side. But man, that bottom is on rails. They're flying down there. Hard time for these guys on top to catch them. So far, so good. Everybody seems to be playing nicely, but that's about to change. But so far, so good right now. Trying to figure. Starting to get a little squirrely out there, getting a little loose. 7 laps on these tires. I mean, they shouldn't be that much, but these guys are hunting. They're trying. They're fighting for position. Any kind of an edge. If they got a hole, they'll stick it in it. Anything to move, get their momentum going forward. Speaking of that, did you see that move that Ober just made right there in the number 8, man? That was an evasive NASCAR maneuver. I'm pretty sure his spotter said clear before he even got the ear out of the word clear. He shoved it down in between those guys. Milam still making it look pretty easy down there. Levy on top, Green right behind him, giving him a shove. Now some of the boys come up top right here, doing a little bit of work. My gosh, I've never seen so many deadgum COVID cars in all my life. About 5 of them. Either teams or they sold them their paint schemes, one or the other here. Goodness sakes. Levy doing a good job up there. Green really shoving the heck out of him. Hopefully he can shove him far enough he can drop in front of Milam. So far it's not going to happen though. Taking a little peek up on the outside right there. Might be trying to cool his temps down just a little bit. Don't anybody go anywhere. The laps are dropping down here. This is when it's going to be starting. Here we go. Twisted Sister metal everywhere. Let's go back and see what we got in this mess. Slow it down and see where we can de-siphon this fella at here. See what we got going. Doesn't appear to be too awful bad yet. Where did it start? That's the problem. Should be starting sometime. They can go back that far. There it is. I can't tell if it was Levy got touched or hit. I don't know. Not really sure. But we're going to find out. We can do that. Levy kind of went down. No, that was all happening way before them guys, so quite sure what happened here. More time. Let's see. Can't go back too awful far, otherwise I'm going to miss everybody. Set right here. Maybe this will show us what's happening. Still up front. And we'll find her now. Yep, looks like somehow or another Levy got shoved down, or bumps took him down, or something. I'm not really sure. I can't really figure that one out to save my life. Let's go up a little higher there. Yeah, he just kind of went down there. And that started the mess right there, buddy. A lot of cars out. A lot of good cars. On a quiet night, if it's real quiet and you walk outside and listen, I'm sure you can hear one of these drivers screaming as loud as they can. 21 laps to go, and some of these cats pretty much just finished their day. We got a lot of them in there getting some work done. Alex Green is in there. Travis Elliott's in there. Westerfield just left. There's a lot. Up top, Weber. Milam. Man. Cody, I was giving him a lot of grief about not having his Elvis paint scheme on there. I say he's doing pretty good with what he's got right here. Travis Elliott to 51. 5th position. Richard Kuhn in the 6th. And I'm pretty sure, yep, Mr. Levy's out there with a nice new ride. Good for him. I honestly don't know what started that wreck back there. We'll let the admins figure that one out. My job's just to show it. If I give you the opinion, it's probably going to be wrong, so we ain't even going to try it. Nevertheless, 24 Weber. Leading the boys down. 20 laps to go. 80 out of 100 in the books. Still anybody's race. Not that many cars out there. Still enough to cause more havoc. All these cats are running. Some need the win, some need the points. Mark Mann said he pushed his mom out of the way for a win. That's how bad he likes to win. That's terrible, isn't it, Mara? But that's the way these racers are. Ain't no different being in iRacing it is being out on a track. Pace trucks in. Back on the loud pedal one more time. Milam on the bottom. Weber on top. Wow, look at Ober shove it, buddy. Good push right there for the 8. Mark Mann says, I'm tired of these people being in front of me all the time. Ober shoots it down into the bottom right there. Kind of leaves Weber out on his own on that top side. Waiting for the guys to catch up with him. Weber squeezes down in there. Milan still running around. Leading the pack of hungry wolves. Man, he has won one already. He was in the hunt last week. I think it was a last lap crash took him out. He was running up front then too. I'm sure that's crossing his mind right now. 18 to go at the line. Weber in the 24, setting third. Ober's been quiet. Cody's back up here in the fourth position. He's running strong. He has got COVID all over him. In the front, in the back. He is a COVID sandwich. Single file, the first 10, 12 cars. One lone rider on the top side. Maybe they're going to settle down here for a few laps and try to get their heads together to make that all last important dash. So far, they're all playing nice, but that is about to change. Man, he's no stranger to sitting in that second position right there. We had a car blink in and blink out. That's why you see all that smoke. We don't want any of that because that causes cautions too. Milam still leading him around, making it look pretty easy right now. He was as energetic as heck. I can guarantee you'll see some burnouts from that guy if he wins it. Nobody's doing anything. They're actually behaving nicely right now, which is a good thing. Coming around to that 17 to go right there. Pile him in the front. Man behind him pushing. Will Weber setting in third. Cody Ober fourth. Travis Elliott. Les Levy sixth. Chris McCullough in the 67th. Ken McCullough in the 8th. Jamie Jessup 9, 10. And the boys are coming into the pits. Now when they come in, when these guys are coming in, they have got to hit their marks. This could be the very last one right here. Especially if there happens to be a caution on the way with 15 to go. All these guys are doing a good job so far. Hopefully no speeding. A little dash of the fuel and the way they go. Milan leads him and Milan comes back out again. Looks like Mr. Man kind of took the worst of that. He dropped a couple spots. Cody Ober moves up. Nevertheless, right now, up front, it's the McCullough clan. And these guys are coming in also. Easy does it. They're going to top off. Bringing a few of them with them. These three cats right here, I believe, are on a same fuel setup they got going, but nevertheless, they are going to have to come in and probably pit. at some point. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure these three cats up here are probably hoping for a couple of cautions because then he would have enough fuel. Posey's sitting in second. Sean Stevens, he's also been a winner here in this series. Richard Kuhn in the 47, trying to catch up back up with those guys, trying to get into that draft. He doesn't want to lose it. Duvendak out there got his car pretty well taped up, fixed back up and running. The bad point is he's 15 laps down. Not a good day for him at all. Westerfield showing in the 14th position after being tangled up in one. I am pretty sure, and it's a possibility, that last wreck took some of these fellas right out of contention. Unfortunately. Alex Green, I believe, is one of them. Still up front, Jamie Jessup. Got him a nice little train. He's pulling behind him. When you're out front, you really don't lose your fuel mileage that much, I'm told. When you are the pusher, that's when you start losing your fuel mileage. So Jamie's probably a happy camper right now knowing that he's being pushed. He is the pushee, not the pusher. You guys are watching MaxspeedTV. OP Super Speedway Series. Our cute little logo we got coming on right here. Just to let you know, we will be having shirts available. They're on the way, folks. Watch our Facebook page. 10 laps at the line right now. Do these cats have enough fuel to do this? Jamie's another one. He's been quiet most of the season. Haven't heard a whole lot out of him. All the way back here. These are the closest cats to catch these guys. That gap is 29 seconds. That is a long way around. Almost 3/4. Making it look pretty easy right now. 9 to go this time. Nine to go. Top 5. Jessup, Posey, Stevens, Kuhn, Milam. Milam is a long way back. 8 to go at the line. 65. Posey's got his nose shoved right up underneath that 39 of Jessup. John Stevens sitting there like a snake, ready to pounce, just waiting for one of these guys to make a move to decide what he's going to do. Looking up on the high side just for a second. It's Posey. He decided to hop back down in line. You make a move too soon, you could be in trouble. You make a move too late, well, you're going to be in trouble also. Right now, this third place guy, he's kind of where you want to be right now. If the 65 makes a move, he may go with him. He can pick up a spot. These cats are trying to get towards the championship cut. Last race of the final season for the OP Super Speedway Key Realty Series. Seven to go this time by. Lynn McCullough said, "Let's go, McCulloughs, you've got this." They are just a little ways back. Are these cats saving any fuel? About 100 mile an hour. 180 mile an hour. They're not really saving much fuel. I'm sure they're talking with each other on TeamSpeak, trying to figure out what's the best thing to do. But pretty soon, friends just throw it out the window. Teammates is even throw it out the window. Jessup's been quiet. You don't hear a whole lot from him. He's just a quiet guy, quiet driver. Right now, he is up front leading these little pack right here, and this is what it is. Can these guys hold it off? Do they have enough fuel to make it? And they are going to be stretching it. 16 laps so far on their tires and fuel right now. Coming back up to some lap traffic right here. They're starting to catch some of these guys. Duvendak gets out of the way. Takes it down to the apron. And they are not going to make it. They're coming in. Right now, Richard Kuhn in the 47 is being shown the leader. He has got 17 laps. 5 laps to go. 4 to go at the line. Will he have enough or will he run out? Rick Mitchell Jr. right behind him. He is showed a lap down. All the way back to these guys. They can run him down. It's going to be awful close. I'm not really sure. But he's sitting up here all by himself in the 47. Your second place finish, your second place guy is all the way back here. And that gap, 21 seconds. Richard can't afford to slow down. A little bit of damage on the back end of that thing. And nope, he is not going to make it. He's got to come in for the fuel. And when he comes into the fuel, that means all the way back around to this mess right here, this hornet's nest. This is what you're looking at. Chris McCullough. It's the Bobby in the Lobby show. You're right, it is. Coming down, 2 to go at the line. The McCulloughs are on the bottom. Mama and wife's in here cheering them on. Man, down on the bottom once again, leading these cats around, Mara. It's a good possibility here. He's going to be in this. Can he keep it clean? Last week, it was only 1 to go, and we had a big one that took him right out of this race. Sitting up on the top side, all nice and quiet, Travis Elliott being pushed by Milam. Two to go at the line. Are these cats gonna play nice? I don't think so. Still on the bottom, leading the way. Man's got it. Travis Elliott wants it. 3 wide. There's a move that's been made all by himself. The McCullough takes it into the inside. Wow, what a move right there. Weber takes it all the way down onto the bottom and comes back out on the lead. Now we got the blocking thing. Whoa, we got one into the wall. He will be sideways and slams into that inside wall. Here we go. And we're not even at 1 to go yet. Now we are. 1 to go, final lap. And here comes that wreck we were talking about. Whoa, can man hang on to that thing? He's trying. He slides up. No, he doesn't touch the wall. Look at that save. There, he hits the wall. Still up front. I am not seeing no caution lap or no caution whatsoever at this time. Everybody is out of the way. They've not thrown nothing yet. This is going to be a fight right here. McCullough's got it. Travis wants it up on the high side. Who is going to take it? Coming right down right here. This is it. Let's take a look at the finish line, and it looks like it's going to be Travis Elliott with McCullough in second. Holy crap, pass the Tylenol. Whew. That was a good run right there. The guys did a good job. A lot of bouncing going on, back and forth. Wow. Now, that was a good run, guys. You have to admit it. You guys are watching OP Super Speedway's Key Realty Series. This is Bobby of MaxspeedTV. Guys, go get yourself something to drink. I'm going to do a little bit of interviews, and maybe we'll get down to the bottom of what's going on right here. Probably one of the better finishes I've seen in a while. Excellent race by these cats. Anyway, give us a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing so far. I know I'll appreciate it, and these guys appreciate it. Don't go anywhere. We're going to slip away for a second. I'm going to get a hold of some of these cats. We're going to see if we can chat with them, all right? This is Bobby. We will be right back. All right, guys, we'll be chatting with you here in a few minutes. Hey, all right, we're back. Back with the 3 top cats in this race right here. What a race it was, too. Going to start out with the 3rd place finish. We've talked to him once during this race. We're going to chat at him one more time. Les Levy, you got me. It's Bobby.
Gotcha, Bobby of MaxspeedTV.
Uh-huh. Hey, you know what? 3rd place ain't too bad. It got a little hairy up there at the end, pal.
It's a little hairy, but I got to tell you, that was a heck of a finish to watch from the back seat. Chris and Travis put a show on, and I just had to do what I had to do.
Oh man, they put a show on, buddy. Holy shit, past Tylenol. I'll tell you what, that gave me a headache that last lap did. I was screaming out of my lungs.
Oh, 10-4, Bobby. It's Tylenol and Maker's Mark tonight.
Yeah, it is. Hey, look, not too bad. You did pretty good. Third place finish. I'm assuming that you're good to go. You're safe. Everything's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, tonight win would have been great, always is, but had to be smart. Just make sure it was there at the end to get pointed. Got turned at one point by Alex, but that's just a racing deal. And I think I did what I needed to do here.
Oh, you did exactly what you needed to do. Pretty proud of you right there, pal. All right. Hey, anybody out there in radio land, TV land that you want to thank before I let you go?
Yeah, absolutely. First off, I got to wish best of health to David Booth, one of our Checkered Flag Motorsports guys. He's good and doing well, recovering from a little bit of some surgery stuff today. So let's keep our thoughts on mind about David and all the guys at Checkered Flag. Of course, all the guys at Alliance, everybody here from OP, Key Realty, sponsorship. And of course, let's not forget the most important guys, the Ricky Bobby Foundation for People Challenge to Go Fast.
And I'm going to tell you what, that is a heck of an organization, because me too, like so many others, very challenged to go fast. But once I hooked up with you guys and got to working with you, well, I got pretty darn good. And then what happened? I come out of the lobby, out of the racetrack, out of the car, and now I'm in the dang booth.
Well, we'll get you back for some junior sessions. And as always, the driver of the 62 will be donating tonight's purse to that foundation.
That is awesome. All right, my friend, good luck. Take care. Watch yourself. Be safe all week. And we'll see you back here next Wednesday, all right?
10-4. Bobby, you be good.
All right, buddy. Always a blast talking to him. Good job coming in there in third place. Second place guy, Chris McCullough. It's Bobby.
Hey, Bobby, how's it going?
Man, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to go through here the old YouTube. Let me see. I'm assuming that's going to be your wife. Lynn?
Nope, that's my grandmother.
Oh, close enough. Anyway, Grandma's out there screaming like crazy. Woohoo! Look at the train. Man, she was hollering at you to go, buddy. You definitely got yourself a cheerleader out here on YouTube. You know what? You can't complain. Second place, and it got really hairy there that last lap.
Yeah, that was real fun. This KCI Georgia Chevrolet Camaro was fast. It's always fun running with these guys, especially at the end of these races. There was a big gap in the middle there. I took it, had help from Kenny. Got to thank my teammates, McCullough Motorsports. And Travis did a good move on me. I raced him clean. I hope it don't bite me, because he might have just knocked me out the chase. But that was fun racing. Good win to Travis.
I'll tell you what, you did make a couple. That one move you made there, right there at the end, you're going to want to go back and watch that. I mean, man, that was a gutsy move that you did. You had to do something, and you pretty near pulled it off. But anyway, hopefully you'll make this chase. If not, there's definitely always the next season coming up. Is there anybody out here you want to thank real quick before I let you go?
Yeah, I got to thank OP Key Realties for putting on this series. I got to thank Buck Wild for supporting this race. Everybody at OP that puts on these races. I got to thank my teammates, McCullough Motorsports, and everybody that watches these broadcasts and supports us. It's really fun to race their guts out and y'all watch it. And thank you for putting it on.
Hey, absolutely. I had a blast, man. You guys always make it fun. I look forward to Wednesdays when I broadcast. All right, buddy, you take care of yourself. Be safe all week. We'll see you hopefully next Wednesday.
10-4, a lot of races left to win.
Yep. The man of the hour, Travis.
Howdy there. How you doing?
I'll tell you what now. I'm not going to lie to you. You guys got me standing up there that last lap. That was a little hairy. Kind of scary.
Yeah, it was a little scary being in the car, too.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it was, without a shadow of a doubt. Man, there was some evasive maneuvers going on right there in that last half of a lap. You were fairly quiet today. I mean, you kept yourself out of trouble most of this race, and believe you me, buddy, everywhere you look, man, there was trouble out there.
Well, actually, I was 2 laps down at one point, and just I kept my spirits up and kept racing. Avoided a couple cautions that I needed to, and got back on the lead lap so I could be there at the end. And you're talking about evasive driving. That was probably one of the few times that I've driven out of my mirrors, especially around here. I didn't want to give up the top at all. That top is just so fast, especially when you have momentum. And the line was just going and going, and then they went 3 wide. Then there was a wreck behind. And I knew that that Chris was going to be on my inside and probably pass me. And I took a little bit of inspiration from race 1 of our Monday night series and kind of hopped in his draft, and made the pass coming to the line, because that's what Robert Duvendag did to me on a Monday night race. So shout out to him for that little maneuver there to get me into this chase here. And it's always fun when you have to drive out of your mirror for the last 2 laps and kind of defend, and your hard work pays off in the end.
Yeah, I would imagine you probably had your eyes more in that rearview mirror than what you did looking out your front windshield, without a doubt.
Yeah, especially when Chris made that split in the middle, and because I saw it coming from half a track away, and I did my best to block as much as I could. I tried to stay up with Josh, but I knew that line was probably going to have to check up, and I just stayed where my car was. I held to the bottom, put my car wherever I could get the best run, and at the end of the day, I'm in first place, so did something right apparently.
Absolutely, you did something right. You are the winner tonight for sure. Now that probably locks you in here for the playoffs, doesn't it?
As long as I have the minimum races for the season, because I kind of hop in and out periodically. So as long as I do that, I'll be in. If not, no big deal. I'm just here to have some fun, and
fun
I'm looking
you had
forward to the rest of the races this season.
Fun you definitely had. You have to admit you had fun tonight. There's a lot of guys probably going to disagree with that fun thing, but yeah, it was nevertheless, it's never dull here at the OP Super Speedway Key Realty Series. I'll tell you that. Anyway, hopefully I'll get to see you next Wednesday, and you be safe all week. Is there anybody out there in YouTube land that you want to thank before I let you out of here?
No, I just want to give a big shout out to MaxspeedTV and you guys for streaming this so we can make people have a good Wednesday night and have some fun, and get on the edge of their seat and be excited for watching racing. I want to thank Key Realty for being the title sponsor of this series, Buck Wild Racing for sponsoring this specific race, Will Weber for giving me this amazing coronavirus car. Hopefully it's showing up and you can see that.
Son, I never seen so much COVID-19 on a racetrack in all my life than I did tonight.
Yeah, I think we had like 5 or 6. So
yeah, you did.
We're kind of spreading it, but we're not social distancing.
So you guys are playing hell on a broadcaster trying to figure everybody out. You know that, don't you?
We kind of had an idea like that. We're just having some fun. But yeah, shout out to the boys that I was running with. It's pretty much just FSR and Cody Ober and a couple other guys, and shout out to Vapid Eat Racing, and that's about it, man.
Hey, look, I appreciate great run, great win. I'll let you get out of here, get out of your rig, get yourself something to drink or eat or whatever you want to do, because you are the winner tonight, my friend. So hopefully we'll see you next Wednesday, all right?
Yeah, you got it. I'm about to pop open a White Claw and have me a good time. So
all right, buddy. We'll talk later.
That's it.
All right. Hey, there you have it, guys. Not too bad, huh? Man, these cats were flying tonight. Excitement everywhere you went. Travis Elliott brings it home tonight. We had some winners. We had some losers. Probably had some crying towels that are probably wet too during this event. Some guys are fighting their heart out trying to make it, and some guys, they couldn't make it. Some guys did make it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this over with. Let's go through this lineup. Obviously, your winner right there, Travis Elliott. There he sets. 3 laps is all he led, but you know what? He led the most important one, and that was the last lap. Chris McCullough, he led 8 laps tonight, and he put on a couple good moves there to try to get something done towards the end. In third place was Les Levy. He led 2 laps. He was up there fighting for quite a while there towards the end. Jamie Jessup comes in 4th place. Really wondered if he was going to have enough fuel to go all the way, and he almost succeeded in that. Another one, Sean Stevens. He comes in 5th place. Wondered about that fuel situation if he was going to make it. We all watched Mark Mann try to save. That was one long slide that he had to try to save that car, and I'm glad I got that on the film here. Anyway, he comes in the 6th position, and he is still leading, I believe, in your points right here. So he's safe. He's got nothing to worry about. 7th place was Sean Posey. Your 8th place was Cody Ober. Now, I'm not too sure if not having his Elvis ride on there had anything to do with this or not, but personally, I think the Elvis ride would have got him up a little bit higher. Nevertheless, 8th position for him. 9th place, Richard Kuhn. The 52 of Randall Cobb comes in the 10th position. Jim Westerfield, he had a little bit of a rough night too and still managed to get up into the 11th position. 12th, Josh Milam. He was up there most of this race, back and forth, battling all up top there. Led 15 laps of it. Ends up coming in 12th. 24, Will Weber. He led 2 laps, but he was another cat that was up there fighting like crazy for quite a while. He got caught up into a few incidents as well. Rick Mitchell Jr., 14th position in the 87. Ken McCullough in the 03. He led 3 laps. He was up there fighting around for a while also. Hunter Reynolds in the 26. He led 16 laps. He's no stranger to that front. He got cut off into an incident too, I do believe. 31, Ron Pielta. He was up there. He led 2 laps for a little while. Dave Hunt to 53. He was around for a little bit of it, and then he ended up getting into some trouble and ended up being 11 laps down. And Robert Tic Tac Duvendak. If there's a guy that deserves the crying towel or a shoulder to cry on, it's definitely going to be this guy. Another bad night for him. He just can't get the monkey, or should I say the elephant, off his shoulder. Hopefully he'll have enough to be able to make the show, but I don't think he does. But nevertheless, hopefully things can turn around for him. It can't get any worse, that's for sure, but he did finish in 19th place. Dustin Barber, 20th. Jimmy Reynolds, 21st. Alex Green was up there fighting around for quite a while, too, towards the end. He did lead 1 lap. Unfortunately, he got caught up into the situation. He finishes 22nd. And Tyler Miller, the 940, 45 laps down. He had a huge problem at the very beginning of this thing. That, my friends, is your race lineup. Thanks again. This is Bobby from MaxspeedTV. Give us a thumbs up. Go subscribe. OP Super Speedway Key Realty season. Now we're going into the overtime. Now we're going to start getting into some serious racing. You guys stick around next Wednesday. Make sure you come back, same time. And we're going to have some fun again. This is Bobby, Max Speed. Y'all stay safe. Be careful out there. See ya.